From the basketball arena at the European Games Park in Baku, it is time for the 3-on-3 basketball here at the 2015 European Games. 4 days of action-packed 3-on-3 basketball starting today. We've got 12 games scheduled to cover, starting with 6 in the afternoon session and 6 more in the evening section. They play outdoors, 3-on-3 basketball. You can see the temperature. It is warm. It is hot, 33 degrees. There are some winds as we are on the shores of the Caspian Sea. The center court, though, has some walls blocking the wind, so wind may not be as much of a factor here on center court than it might be on some of the other courts where they are playing some of the other games.
That's right. And the heat, I think, here is going to be one of the mainly factors, because as you said, the wind is not going to blow with strength, but in court number 1, they're going to have some problems, especially with the shooting.
Our first game, it's a women's game, Netherlands against Greece. And as they are introducing the players, we'll give you a quick briefing of some of the rules of 3-on-3 basketball. As you can see, it is a half court, played with one basket. Games last for 10 minutes. Unless one team reaches 21 points. If you get to 21, then you automatically win, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. 1 point is scored for each basket from within the arc, but beyond that arc, which is typically a 3-point arc in 5-on-5 basketball, here it is a 2-point arc. Any shots made from beyond that arc are worth 2 points.
And if the score is tied, we have overtime, and the first team to score 2 points wins the game.
It is a very fast game. It is a very quick game. You have to know how to shoot. You have to know how to dribble. You need to know how to pass. There is nowhere to hide. You have to be a very versatile athlete to play 3-on-3 basketball. So it gets crazy out there, but when your team shoots, of course you can rebound, put the ball in the basket, but if you miss the shot, the other team gets the rebound. They have to bring the ball back outside that 2-point line before they can score.
That's right. There's no transition in this discipline. Everything goes so fast. This is why you have to be focused all the time in the game, because if you lose your tempo, the other team is going to score fast.
And we will educate you on the nuances of 3-on-3 basketball throughout the day and throughout our coverage. Even though the game of basketball 3-on-3 seems to have been up and around forever, we probably all played it as kids in the gym or on the driveway. It wasn't until 2007 when FIBA, the international governing body of basketball, announced that it was going to introduce 3-on-3 basketball at the 2010 Youth Olympic Games in Singapore, and then it kind of became more of an official sport. There are now a set of rules to establish the official way to play 3-on-3 basketball, and they are hoping this will be introduced at the Olympics in Tokyo in 2020. So it's a brand new, fresh look at your traditional 5-on-5 basketball. It's very hip. It's very fun. The music will play while the game is going. I think it's going to really appeal to a lot of fans.
That's right. 3-on-3 basketball and beach volleyball, they are one of the 2 more fresh disciplines. And as you said, Olympics, they want to renew the sports. And 3-on-3 basketball, really, if you are passionate about the sport of the basket, you're going to enjoy it.
Netherlands and Greece going at it. They are in Group A alongside Azerbaijan and Switzerland. The way it works is every team will play the 3 other teams in their group. And that will decide the seeding then for the tournament. Every team makes the tournament. So all 16 women's teams will make the tournament. The preliminary round will decide the seeding for that tournament.
And the teams from Group A will play the teams from Group C. And the teams in Group B will play the teams in Group D.
The Netherlands and Greece, a little background on both these teams. Netherlands, perhaps one of the better teams here, finished 4th in the 2014 3-on-3 European Championships. And meanwhile, Greece finished 14th in the 2014 3-on-3 European Championships. You just saw the Greek players for the Netherlands. Jinga Goschalk wears number 1. Number 2 is Sharon Beld. Number 3, Karen Kiet. Number 4, another Karen Heinen. For Greece, number 6 is Ekaterini Spataro. Number 9, Nafsika Stravito. Number 13 is Aphrodite Kozma. And number 5, Zuzana Karampatsa. And we see them underway now. In the blue, it is Greece. In the orange and white, it is the Netherlands. And a whistle and a apparent foul called underneath the basket. Netherlands with the basketball. That's Goschalk. Throws it out to Beld. Beld underneath, and the shot is no good by Heinen. Heinen, one of the taller players for Netherlands. She's at 1.86 meters, or 6 foot 1 inch. Sharon Beld, the tallest Dutch player, at 6'2".
And we could see here how they're gonna play with Bell inside a lot of times.
Greece with a 1-0 lead. Again, it's a 10-minute clock, 12-minute shot clock, so you have to shoot the ball within 12 seconds. Just underway, the 3-on-3 basketball here at the 2015 European Games. Goschalk with the shot, it's good.
And they are playing inside out to make some space to shoot free.
Beld with the steal there.
That's a good press from Heinen in order to avoid the attack or make it slower, because we have to remember that you have 12 seconds to shoot the ball. So that's a good strategy from Netherlands.
Some good defense by the Dutch, forcing Kozma to travel. Tied at 1, 8 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the game. Again, you may not play the entire 10 minutes. The first team to get to 21 points automatically wins. Shot by Beld, no good. And the rebound taken by Greece.
Good anticipation from Bell.
And wide open underneath is Heinen. She gets the easy layup, and Netherlands takes a 2-1 lead. By the way, one of the differences when they first introduced this sport in Singapore at the 2010 Youth Games, they had coaches on the sidelines. Here, you'll notice no coaches on the sidelines. There's a nice layup. Spatalo of Greece. Now we're even at 2. They wanted to empower the players. So it's much more like street ball, like we all grew up with. You kind of run the plays as you see fit. You call timeouts when you want to call a timeout. But no coaching. The coaches actually are in the stands and are not allowed to coach. So they have empowered the players. One of the very unique rules about 3-on-3 basketball. Koich tries the layup underneath. No good. And Greece has the basketball now. By the way, the basketball is a little smaller than the regulation basketball used by the men in the NBA and, of course, the European leagues. From the basketball arena on the shores of the Caspian Sea, we are even at 2 here early in the first game of the session between the Netherlands and Greece. Swing it out to Goschalk. She gets her own rebound, and she will lay it in.
So important to work on the offensive rebound. It gives you a lot of chances.
And a nice job by Goschalk to follow up her shot. That's what you're told to do. 16 women's teams. There are 16 men's teams here in Baku, 128 total players. Each team has 4 players, of course 3 on the court and 1 substitution. And it's unlimited substitution, so they can sub in and out anytime they want during a dead ball.
And remember that you don't take the ball out of bounds. That doesn't exist here in 3-on-3 basketball. You have to go to the check ball.
That little arc area underneath the basket is where you get the ball after the basket. You're right. Typical 5-on-5 basketball, you step out of bounds before inbounding the ball. A shot there by Goschalk. 4-3, the Dutch on top.
They are working really well on the defensive and offensive rebound. Because the percentage now, they are not enough. You know, they're not good enough. It's the first game they have to be used to the rims and the court.
And the sun and the wind.
Exactly.
And you can see the flags in the background, the wind really blowing. And I mentioned, and the shot is good. The shot is good and the foul. Nice job by Kozma. Looked like their legs got tangled up as she was driving to the basket, and the ball was able to rattle around the rim and fall in. So a chance for Greece now to take a 1-point lead, and they do. But the players talking in practice the other day about the sun and the wind and how they're going to have to fight that throughout this tournament. It really evens the field. The wind is definitely an X factor. A whistle and a foul away from the ball.
It was Bell that she was pushing her defender this time.
By the way, they don't keep track of the individual fouls. You cannot foul out of a game. A wild shot thrown up by Greece, it's no good. And a turnover.
Paspazaru, that was a nice fundamentals dribbling, but she missed the 2-pointer.
Yeah, the crossover dribble gave her some room to shoot, but she missed the shot from 2. Remember, shots from inside the arc are worth 1, from outside the arc 2, and a travel called against Stravito. That could have been a travel or a charge. Either way, the ball goes to the Netherlands. 5-4, Greece leading. Heinen kicks it out to Beld, and it's good for 2. 2-point shot by Sharon Beld, and Netherlands takes a 6-5 lead. And now Beld with the rebound. First game of the afternoon session as the 3-on-3 basketball tournament is underway. Actually, this is preliminary action. Netherlands with a 6-5 lead and 5 minutes and 32 seconds remaining on the clock. 5 seconds on the shot clock.
And we can appreciate how both teams, they switch so fast players, because it takes a lot of physical effort. And it was a shot clock violation.
Yep, Heinen did not get the shot off in time. And now we have a foul on Heinen. So Karen Patsa will go to the line.
And she did a great footwork in order to get some space, trying to reach the ring. And remember, only 1 free throw.
All level at 6 here. The International Basketball Federation, FIBA, was hoping to get 3-on-3 basketball into the 2016 games in Rio, but their bid was unsuccessful, so now they're attempting to apply and get this game included in Tokyo in 2020. But you can hear the music playing in the background. It's all part of the party atmosphere of 3-on-3 basketball. Close game, 7-6. Greece leading the Netherlands, and the Dutch are going to call timeout. So timeout called by the Netherlands. They trail 7-6, 4 minutes 52 seconds to go in the game.
And you are only allowed to call the timeout when it's dead ball. This is so important because if your team score and you ask for the timeout, the referees are gonna say, no, it's impossible to do that.
Sometimes you'll see a situation in a game where players maybe stuck in a corner and they've got a player around them and they can't do anything with the ball. They'll try to call a timeout, but
that's so NBA. Eh?
Yeah, right. That would be maybe an NBA rule, but as you say here, you can only call timeout during a dead ball. Less than 5 minutes to go now. Greece holding on to a 1-point lead. Turnover, taken over by the Netherlands. Layup is no good. It is rare that you may see a team score 21 points before the 10 minutes is up. It'll probably happen here in Baku. Not in this game, though. The shot gets off just before the 12-second shot clock. And it's out of bounds. Ball stays with the Netherlands.
A good moment to rest.
Yeah, these players are not going to get a lot of time. There's a shot that goes in for the Netherlands, just inside the 2-point arc, so we're tied at 7. Yeah, you got to be in good shape. And as I mentioned earlier, you've got to know how to shoot, pass, dribble. There's no place to hide.
And that pass wasn't perfect. Maybe Goshak should use her pivot just to give some space and put the ball in the right place.
Many of the players competing here in Baku are also part of FIBA's official 3x3 World Tour, in which players represent cities and tournaments across the globe. That shot was contested. No good. Netherlands with a chance to tie the game here. Kuch's shot is no good. The rebound, no good. Layup missed by Heinen. She was all alone and she missed the layup. You can see her grab her head. She knew she had an opportunity there.
It's a pity they worked so good in the offensive rebound and then a turnover.
I think Heinen was surprised how open she was for that layup. 8-7. Greece leading by a point, approaching 3 minutes. Nice shot off the backboard by Spataro. And a whistle and a stoppage of play. 9-7. Greece leading by 2. First 3-on-3 game here in Baku.
One more time, Spataro trying to play not face-to-face. That's posting up. It's another strategy.
That shot won't get in, but Kuch was able to draw the foul. Tried to make it a 2-point play, but the ball just would not get over the rim. It fell short, and she'll go to the free throw line for one shot. Again, all of these teams, they will play every other team in their group. And then, as you mentioned earlier, this group, in Group A, will cross over and play the teams in Group D. And then they will rank the teams. They'll give them seedings based on the number of wins. And then they will play the tournament.
That's why it's so important, this preliminary round, if you don't want to fight against the strongest teams in competition.
9-7. Greece with a 2-point lead, looking to make it 3. That shot is No good just before the 12-second clock expired.
And good defense, Greek, the low post. That's one of the keys of the game.
Stravito's going to go one-on-one. She slipped, and the ball's going to roll out of bounds. You saw the rest of the players clear the area, clear the lane, but Stravito slipped when she tried to make her move.
You see another substitution with dead ball. Now 2 minutes to finish. They need to play their best, their strongest.
That shot missed by Heinen. Some battling going on underneath, and we're going to have a foul called on Heinen. You had two big ladies battling underneath, and Heinen got called for the foul.
And Espaceru likes to dribble the ball. She has control.
That shot is no good off the front of the rim. Netherlands down by 2. We're under 2 minutes to go. Goschalk to Beld. Beld missing the jump shot, but she grabbed her own rebound.
Yeah, but the block was spectacular from the Greek player. That's what we like to see.
It's still a one-possession game. We are getting late.
And that, if you see the situation, one player trying to play the one-on-one in one side of the court and the other two wide open in the other side.
Little isolation game going on. Down to 1:20.
Looks like Greek has it under control, but this is 3-on-3 basketball, and everything can change just in less than 30 seconds. It's more than 85 possessions per game, so we still have time.
Stravito was fouled as she was driving to the basket. She'll get a free throw here, and this could put Greece up by 3, but she misses it.
So Netherlands has 7 team fouls. That's why she's shooting 2 free throws.
Coming up next, we've got the men. Russia against Belgium. That should be a good one. 6 games that we'll be bringing you here in the afternoon session. 3-on-3 basketball. Nice moves by Kozma. And she gets the basket. 11-7 now, and the Dutch are in trouble. Under a minute to go. Down by 4.
Shot clock violation again.
12-second shot clock violation. Netherlands ball.
So
12 seconds is not a lot of time.
that's right. If you defend right the one-on-one, you are in trouble.
The Dutch needing some baskets and needing them quickly. They need a couple 2-point shots as well.
And that was the only way to stop this mismatch, because Espaceru, with 172 meters, she was trying to defend the huge post player from Netherlands,
Yeah,
Heinen.
Heinen at 1.86
Yeah.
meters. So that definitely was a mismatch in height. Huge free throw there is made. It's 11-8. Still a 2-possession game. And the foul.
And as I said before, you have to be careful with the fouls, because now it's a punishment, a big punishment if you're gonna come back in the game. But every time you foul out, you have 2 shoots, 2 free throws for the other team is a bit too much.
So all the Netherlands really need to do here is make their, or Greece I should say, need to make their free throws. They make the first one, and they're up by 4, so it's almost academic at this point. And now it's a 5-point lead. It's going to be almost impossible for the Dutch to come back. You can see they're going to kick it out and try to get some 2-point shots. Kuch with the shot is well wide, and we're down to 18 seconds.
They just keep it last and play the one-on-one. We see the same situation than before.
Shot by Goschalk is long. And now they're just going to play out the string the final few seconds. And that shot will not count. It doesn't go in it anyway. And Greece wins the first game here on the 3-on-3 preliminary competition.
Yeah, they were superior this time. They play better. They were more mobile. This is so important. And at the end, they were working a little bit better in offensive and defensive rebounds. A little bit better the defense of the one-on-one. So it's fair, the result.
13-8, the final score. Greece winning their first game here in the preliminary competition in the Group A matchup against the Netherlands. Greece, by the way, their next game, they'll play in the later session against Switzerland. The Netherlands, they are done for today. They will play Azerbaijan tomorrow. So not a good start for the Dutch, a good start for the Greeks, and they win the first game 13-8.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to meet the teams from Russian Federation and Belgium.
Rusya'nın oyuncularını karşılayan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the players from Russian Federation.
Bir numaralı oyuncu.
Number 1, Ilya Alexandrov.
İki numaralı oyuncu.
So now we're just moments away from the second game here on the 3-on-3 basketball preliminary round.
Üç numaralı oyuncu.
This is going to be the Russian Federation against Belgium, a Group B matchup.
Ve dört numaralı oyuncu.
And with number 4, Leopold.
And the introductions being done here at the basketball arena. This temporary arena seats close to 1,800 spectators. It's located in the eastern section of the European Games Park in Baku.
From Italy and Akbar Hassanov from Azerbaijan.
Russia, one of the top teams here in 3-on-3 basketball. They won the bronze medal at the 2014 3-on-3 World Championships.
Please welcome the players from Belgium.
Belgium, a 6th place finish at the 2014 3-on-3 Championships in Europe.
Number 4, Damian Lubry.
In theory, Russia is one of the favorites. Of course, Serbia is the team everybody wants to beat. But I'm so curious to see how they perform in this preliminary round. It looks like they have an easy group. But with the Russians, you never know. We're going to enjoy so much today the game.
Let's hear it up for Team Belgium.
Some good size out there, including the tallest player on the court, 28-year-old Alexander Pavlov of the Russian Federation. He's 2.02 meters or 6'8". For the Russian team, you have Ilya Alexandrov, Alexander Pavlov, Andrei Kangin, Leopold Lagutin. For Belgium, Damian Lubry, Nick Chelis, Anthony Chada, and Thierry Marion. And you see the pool that these two belong in. Belgium and the Russian Federation, joined by Spain and Turkey. Again, you will play every team in your pool, and then you'll cross over and play 3 teams in the other pool. And then, of course, they have the tournament that would follow. But again, these preliminary games just help the seedings for the tournament that will begin in 2 days.
And that's one of the good things of this sport, that for sure you're going to play a lot of games. It reminds me when we were playing free in the street and you just play one game, go out, then wait for your turn. That was a free basketball. This is what we are watching here.
Russia scheduled to play 2 games today after this game against Belgium. I take that back. They play Belgium today, then they're off until tomorrow when they play Spain and Turkey. The Belgians, they have 2 games today. After this game against Russia, they will play Turkey tonight and then Spain tomorrow. And we are underway, our first men's game of the 3-on-3 basketball in Baku. And you'll already see it very physical. They get down low. And the shot made by the Russian Federation. That was Alexandrov, the 33-year-old, with the basket. "10 minutes on the clock, or the first team to get to 21 points.
Good defense, the one-on-one. The Russians and Serbians, they play really, really tough defense, especially on the men.
Long shot before the shot clock is no good. Russia has the ball back. Alexandrov missing the shot. The rebound missed by Kangin.
But good work again on the offensive rebound for the Russians.
Lubry driving, cannot get the basket, but he draws the foul.
We're gonna see this so often. Like a player going through, and if you can defend him, just fall out.
I'm sure we'll see a lot more driving and layups throughout this 3-on-3 basketball competition because of the wind. The wind is definitely a factor here in Baku. It's the city of winds. Nice spin layup by Russia. They take a 2-0 lead. Chada kicks it out. Now back down low. And
shot clock violation again. Russia is putting a lot of pressure with their defense.
shot by Chelis, not in time. That shot no good by Pavlov, but a foul called on the play.
And he had only 1 second to shoot the ball. So he forced with his body. That was clever.
Yeah, he was able to draw the foul. Obviously, just like 5-on-5 basketball, if you fouled in the act of shooting, you get the free throw. In this case, if it's inside the arc, it's 1 free throw. If it's outside the arc in that 2-point land, it would be 2 free throws. And something that you brought up in the first game, when you get to the 7th team foul, it automatically becomes 2 free throws.
2 free throws.
So you made a great point early on when we saw
Netherlands.
the Netherlands struggling against the Greeks. They really, it's very, very difficult to come from behind when you have little time left in the game.
That's right.
Because typically in the pros, you might foul and stop the clock. Here, if you foul, not only do they get 2 free throws, but after the 10th foul, it's 2 free throws and possession. So you just have to play defense. You can't foul. And that time we had a foul underneath. It's going to go against Belgium.
And Alexandrov, he's playing really, really strong. He's almost crossing the line.
He just gets down there and you can't move the guy. And that time, Lagutin ended up getting called for the foul. Oh, check that. It was Lubry.
And the first substitutions, only 2 minutes play. And we already have the first one.
Nice lay-in by Kangin. 4-0. It's been all Russia. Belgium looking to get on the scoreboard.
Russia's stronger. And it's so important in this game. You have to be versatile, but if you have weight inside, it's going to help you lots.
You saw Kangin on that replay, the first step. Made a great move and got by his man. That one in and out. Belgium can't buy a basket right now. That ball thrown away.
And again, good offensive work in rebounding for Russia.
Ball was tipped by Belgium, so the Russian Federation with the ball and a 4-0 lead.
That's a pity, the pass, because they were occupying right the space just in the corner, open up for a 2-pointers. But it was a turnover.
We're a quarter of a way through the game. Belgium has yet to get on the scoreboard. This might do it. Nope. Marian can't get the ball to drop, but Belgium gets the ball back.
We're not going to see so many good percentage out of the arc. Maybe three 2-pointers per game.
Alexandrov fighting underneath, gets the basket.
He's playing really well today.
Very physical player, gets the bucket there. 5-0 Russia and the turnover. Kangin, no good. Belgium with the rebound, still looking for their first basket of the game.
Well, Russians, they are so intense. You can see 2 different speeds between one team and the other.
Kangin and Lagutin not on the same page. Lagutin cut towards the basket, and the ball thrown out of bounds. So Belgium down by 5 and a timeout on the floor.
And that's rare because usually they keep the timeout for the last minute unless you play like this, like now, like you are losing 5-0, it's a clever timeout. They have to think about it and find a way to stop the Russians. But as I said before, they are more physical, they are playing faster. They have to do a good job, the Belgians.
Yeah, it's been all Russia so far. They've been the more physical team. They've been the more dominant team. And Belgium, as you say, early timeout, but they need something to get on the scoreboard. This is Lubry. Rebound finally goes in. It is Nick Chelis with the first basket of the game for Belgium. And the shot by Kangin is no good. It goes out of bounds, and Belgium gets the ball back. Let's see if the Belgians can get on a roll and get back in this game. 5-1 down to 6:26 to go. Preliminary contest between these two teams. from
Pool B.
Pool B. Thank you very much. There they are.
With Spain and Turkey. They have an interesting group. But Russia definitely is the strongest team in the pool.
Six minutes to go in the game. Russia with a 4-point lead. And the basketball. No foul on the play there.
That was a fast 2-pointers. Well done for the Belgians.
Domian Lubry, 30-year-old, with the basket.
And it looked like the timeout worked a little bit. They just get closer, 5-3.
Yeah, they've gone on a 3-0 run since calling the timeout. So they're back in the ball game. And a substitution by Belgium. Shot clock down to 5.
A good move in the low post. It's the only way to stop them with fouls. But watch out, because you get punished after the 7th foul.
Andre Kengian, 30 years old. 1.94 meters or 6'4".
And watch
Another
out.
basket by Belgium. We're all tied. And now Alexandrov goes to work underneath. Shot is no good, but he's fouled.
And the play before, we could see how they open up the ball so fast in order to shoot free. That's one of the characteristics of the 3-on-3 basketball. And without doing nothing special, they tied the game.
Alexandrov missed the free throw. Now Belgium trying to take the lead.
Oh, that was impressive. They moved so fast the ball by passing it and scoring.
And a steal by Russia. And that one's knocked out of bounds. Kangying with the basket, giving the Russian Federation a 6-5 lead. Down to 4:57 left in the game. So we are halfway through, and what do you know? We have a game. It was 5-0 Russia. Belgium with a chance now to tie this game up, and an uncontested layup by Domian Lubry.
Oh, but that's 3-on-3 basketball. You receive a basket and you just score one, and you just need 2 seconds to do that. And this Russia performed so well.
And they have a 7-6 lead. Coming up next after this, we have another women's game. It'll be Lithuania and Romania. That's coming up following this game between Russia and Belgium.
Oh, nice layup now for the Russians.
And now a steal. And Kangian with back-to-back baskets. It's now a 3-point lead, and they're going to count the basket. Nice job by Domian Lubry to get the bucket and draw the foul. You saw him twist the body into Alexandrov, kind of leaned into the big guy for Russia, and he gets the foul call.
It's a play of contact. They know how to use their body.
Alexandrov drives.
Oh, that was impressive how he just put the ball into the court with a lot of power. He's so talented.
You can see why this Russian team is a potential medal favorite here in Baku.
They have one more speed. When they need it, they just speed up.
They scored the first 5 points of the game. Belgium came back to tie it, but Russia's gone on a little bit of a run. Under 4 minutes to go. And a turnover. Alexandrov, no good. Rebound, Pavlov.
Too many chances. If you give them 2 offensive rebounds in a row and you play Russia, you need to box out better. Now they're going to the free throw line.
Anthony Chada with the reach-in foul. They called the foul before the act of shooting, so
Thank you.
Russia will take it out. They get the bucket anyway, and they get the steal. Lagudin with the steal for Russia. 11-7. And Belgium finding itself in a little bit of a hole with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go.
Still, in 3-on-3 basketball, it's a lot of time.
Yeah, this game is far from over. Pavlov with the shot. No good, but Russia keeps control and a brand new shot clock.
Beautiful block now from the Belgians. It's going to give them some confidence.
Belgians are going to need some plays like that to get back in it. And the blocked shot leads to that basket. 11-9, a 2-point shot by Belgium.
This is not over.
We never said it was. There's the nice layup by Lagudin. 12-9, 2.5 minutes to go. No need to panic if you're Belgium. And the steal there, and this is going to be an easy basket underneath. Lubry with the lay-in, and it's 12-10.
Belgium, they are pressing the ball when they get the basket in order to slow down the Russian attack. And they stole 2 balls doing it.
Nick Chelis checking into the game for Belgium. Free throw for Russia. And it's no good by Lagudin.
2 minutes 23 to go, and they have 2 free throws every time from now on.
Two-point shot, no good. Russia rebound. And now an offensive foul underneath. They're calling it on Pavlov. He argues they were fighting for position under the basket, and it's Pavlov, the 28-year-old, getting called for the foul. That's a huge call. Belgium now with the basketball down by 3. Little backdoor pass. It does not work. Well defended by Lagudin.
Oh, amazing pass. Russians play really well with the space.
Pavlov could not complete the play, though, as he missed the shot.
That's flopping. They have to be careful with that action, the Belgians.
Alexandrov hits the 2.
He is the boss.
And now it's going to be Alexandrov with an easy basket underneath. We had a couple players, Pavlov and Chelis, getting mixed up together in the corner. They both went down. No whistle, and all of a sudden, Alexandrov found himself with a wide open shot. And now the officials are going to have a little conversation with the players saying, hey guys, let's clean it up.
This is about fair play, and it's getting physical.
Yeah, Chelis and Pavlov were flopping around in the corner there while the ball was still in action. Basket by Marion. 15-12. The Belgians trying to make a run here, down by 4.
Oh, that was amazing. One more time, Alexandrov showing his class.
That one rolls in for Belgium. 16-12. Kangin goes to the basket, and that's a huge one. He gets the roll, he gets the bucket, and he's going to get a free throw.
With just simple shooting fake. Unbelievable.
Every time Belgium makes a move and tries to get back in this game, Russia counters with a bucket of their own. It's 17-12. And we have less than a minute to go, so just about academic at this point. Probably see Belgium now throw up a bunch of twos. Here they go. It's a wide open two, but they miss it. They had a shot. Alexandrov says, well, he misses the shot, but the rebound and the basket.
That's the thing. You just shoot that your teammates will grab the rebound. That's why it's so important to work on the offensive rebound. I will repeat it 1,000 times.
Under 30 seconds to go now. It's just a matter of determining what the final score is going to be, but Russia's going to come away with the win. 19-12. The Russian Federation over Belgium in the first men's 3-on-3 game we've had here in Baku. And a long two by Alexandrov. He's done it all. He has been a force underneath, and he shows he can put it away from two-point land as well.
Definitely, he's the leader of this team. Russia play with more strength. They were more clever. Here we have one of the favorites. You can see that they understand the game, when they have to slow down, when they have to go fast. Really, really well done for them.
And the reason they don't finish off the rest of the time, it's because Russia, with 21 points, automatically wins the game. So we have a game in which we reach 21 before time expires, and it's a dominant victory by Russia, 21-12 over Belgium. Russia connecting on 45% of their shots, and that's pretty good when you consider the wind and the sun. And again, look at those flags in the breeze. It's a strong breeze coming off the Caspian Sea. As you see some of the skyline of Baku in the background. So we've had one women's game, we've had one man's game, and coming up next, it's back to the women. It'll be Romania and Lithuania in moments. Stick around for that. Well, we are moments away from our third game of this afternoon session here at the basketball arena in Baku. And as you watch these games here on the main court, the center court, it's interesting to note there are some other courts that are closer to the sea on the other side of that wall behind the basket. And those courts are not as enclosed. So the games on those courts, they're really fighting with the wind more so than here on center courts.
Yeah, we have 4 courts, and 2 courts that are going to be used as a warming up courts and practice courts, and court number 1, which is outside, and the central court is going to be used to play this amazing tournament.
Romania and Lithuania, both in Pool D or Group D, whatever you want to call it, alongside Israel and Russia for the women.
It's going to be a tough group. Russia is one of the favorites to win this tournament, and Lithuania, with this Easter culture kind of basketball play, is one of the other teams to pay attention.
You just saw Cristina Alimiente introduced. She is the tallest player in the competition at 2.05 meters or 6'9". She is ranked 45th in the FIBA individual 3-on-3 world rankings. There are individual rankings for both the men and the women. They're all ranked individually. She is considered the 45th best 3-on-3 player in the world when it comes to the women. By the way, on the men's side, the top 4 players for the men are all from Serbia. So as you might imagine, Serbia is the gold medal favorite here at Baku.
And Romania has the 5th man with Santana in the list. So it's after the Serbians, the Romanians.
There you see the rosters for both teams. Every team here with 4 players, 3 on the floor and 1 substitute. Romania finished this past year 6th at the European Championships and 7th at the World Championships. Lithuania finishing in 5th place at the 2014 European Championships. So the first game for these 2 teams here in Baku, as we are playing these preliminary games today and tomorrow, and then the tournament begins.
And this game is going to be so interesting to see how Lithuania plays with Alminaite, because she is so powerful inside, but she's going to have problems perhaps with a smaller player trying to defend the one-on-one. So she's going to cover a lot of space, but she will suffer in defense. So let's see how they adjust.
At 2.05 meters or 6'9", she is 9 inches taller than anybody else on the court for both sides.
And here is the first block. She's going to stay more or less in the paint. She will switch all the blocks for sure and trying to cover.
The first of many blocks.
And
that layup, you have to adjust your layup. You have to throw it high off the glass.
Exactly. They're going to change every single shot from the inside.
We saw that with Gabriela Marginin of Romania.
A little bit more of patience, and she would score.
Alminate missed the layup. Romania is in the yellow, Lithuania in the green. Just underway and underneath. And the easy layup for Alminiet. 24 years old, and she has the first basket of the game. But coming right back is Sipos.
And what they're going to try to do is to bring her out of the arc. So maybe they're going to play 2-on-2, or at least this is what I would do. Play 2-on-2 and leave her outside the arc.
See a screen there as it gets very physical, and the shot made by Margian of Romania. And the Romanians with a 2-1 lead.
Ooh, 2 players went to defend Alminaite. That's why it was a free shot. 2-2.
But her foot was on the line, so it's a 1-point shot, not a 2-point basket.
Thank you. I didn't see that.
So we're even at 2. For those of you looking ahead, coming up next, it's the men, as we alternate between the men and the women. Estonia and Greece coming up next in men's play. A foul underneath, and we're going to have a free throw.
It was a good assist from Alminaite.
Shot is no good. It was rebounded by Lithuania, but the ball goes out of bounds. Romania now with the basketball once again. And some contact on the play, and the foul is going to be called against Marjanine. Two, 8:27 to go. Here on 3-on-3 basketball. You can see it's played on a half court with the one basket.
We're going to see this play so often, putting the ball down for Alminaite.
Alminaite, so much taller, so much bigger than all the other players. She has 2 points. She has 2. In fact, she has 2 of the 3 points by Lithuania. She gets her own rebound, and now she has 3 of the 4 points for Lithuania. Oh, nice move there.
But you have to modify your shot, and she's staying all the time in the paint, no matter what. There are blocks. She's going to switch every time.
She now sets a screen, and the shot is made.
First substitutions in the game. They're a little bit less physical than men, but still a lot of effort.
It is hot out here in Baku. 5-2 Lithuania. They kick the ball out.
That was perfect play. Put the ball inside and open up for a two-pointer.
Ball gets away, and it's taken now by Romania. The Romanians down by 4 points. Just nowhere to go with Alminaite down there low.
That was lucky because before it they were troubled, but the referees didn't call that.
And a steal. They tried to go down low, but the nice steal by Lithuania. Trying to make a little run here. They're trailing by 2. 6:48 to go in the game.
Romania needs to put pressure on the ball. But not now. Alminaite is sitting, resting. She deserves that.
Oh, nice move. Lutkit Tay still missed the shot. 6-4. Lithuania with the ball. Down low, nice little give and go, and it's Marjanine with the basket. It's 6-5. That one is thrown away, and the ball's going to go back to Romania.
We're going to see a lot of turnovers because the game is so fast.
Alminaite did not spend a lot of time on the bench. She's back out there on the court now. So they bring size back into the game. Long 2-point shot. Well off. I'm not sure if that might have been tipped. As Haas missed it, and I guess Alminaite somehow got a fingertip on it. But I agree with you. If you can get her away from the lane, get her away from the basket, it gives you more of an opportunity to drive to the basket. You're not going to win that matchup down low. It's that simple. Romania, though, down by only 1. And a steal. Chance to tie now. Haas in the corner. Drives baseline. Kicks it back out. A wild shot thrown up by Ursu. She may have thought the 12-second clock was about to expire.
Oh, that was an amazing assist from Alminaite. that she knows that she has to look and assist.
Every time she gets the ball, she'll be double teamed or triple teamed. They expect her to shoot. So you're right, by her passing the ball away, her teammate had a wide open shot.
She knows she's going to be double teamed. So I think she's been working on the pass.
Ursu with a spin, shot no good. 7-5 Lithuania over Romania. 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go. And Almaniate shows that she can shoot it a little bit from outside as well. 8-5. Two-pointer well wide, but the nice follow-up by Marjanine.
And Romanians should press the ball because Almonaite, she's not going to go be behind the arc by dribbling the ball. So another good strategy would be that the Romanians press the other defenders, the other attackers, please.
8-6, Lithuania. For two, no good. Romania still with the ball. Here's Andra Haas. That shot's no good. Romania's had their chances, just cannot seem to put it in.
Instead, Almonaite is doing her job.
She plays in the Lithuanian Basketball League, led her team to the title, no surprise there, in 2010, 2011, and 2013.
It was a good foul now from Lithuania.
It's getting very physical underneath. You see Marjanian getting thrown to the ground there.
It's the only way they have to, Romania, to win this game. Just to press a lot, make it physical.
Just a few ticks over 4 minutes left to go in the game. It's 8-6, Lithuania. This will be a 1-point shot. It does not drop though, and rebound by Lithuania. And we had a foul away from the ball. These fouls do add up, and once you get to that 7th team foul, it's 2 automatic free throws.
That was a good move, but the pass wasn't right.
It's not easy to throw the pass over the head of Valmaniete, but somehow they did it and it went out of bounds. See a lot of bodies hitting the ground. Very physical. But the referees are calling it tight. Still a 2-point game. This is Sipos. Her shot was in and out.
And Romania, really, they're doing a good job. Because the first defense is to try to avoid the first offensive pass. So really well.
Especially when you only have a 12-second shot clock.
That's right.
Underhand layup is in. 9-6 Lithuania. Nice move by Ursu. She just cannot get the ball to drop. She's missed a couple layups in this game. Another basket. Lithuania will be well in control. And there they have it. 10-6. They are up by 4 under 3 minutes to go. 3-on-3 basketball here in Baku at the European Games. Lithuania with a 4-point lead and possession of the ball. Lutkiet thought she was fouled on the play.
Good block. The referees, they are letting the players play, unless it's so obvious. They are not calling so much fouls, which is good for us to enjoy the game.
It's a very fast game, and the popularity of 3-on-3 basketball continues to grow because of the fast pace. They have the music going in the background.
And everything is about freedom.
Yeah, no coaching. You notice no coaches on the sidelines. The coaches sit in the stands. They're not allowed to coach. So the players call their own plays. They call timeouts by themselves, just like you and I growing up playing ball. Street ball is another term some people use for 3-on-3 basketball. You saw Alaminate there dribbling the ball away from the basket. That's not her strength. You don't want her dribbling the ball.
Well, they are provoking her to dribble the ball by pressing the other players.
They're doing a nice job defending her. I mean, she got 3 or 4 baskets early in the game, but she's been quiet lately.
Because having a player like her makes you play in a way that you have to do some things and you are not allowed to do another. That's why I was telling you before that it's going to be interesting how both teams play with the strategy. Not so many teams bring players like her. It's better to have more versatility. But from now, it's working really well for the Lithuanians.
You see the 3-on-3 referees, they wear the gray shirts with the orange 3-on-3 on it. It's not the zebra stripes like you see in most basketball leagues. Hey, it's hipper, it's newer, it's fresh. It's 3-on-3 basketball. Romania with the basketball trying to get back in this thing. They trail by 4 and the shot clock down to 1 and it expires. They do not get the shot off. And the ball goes back to Lithuania. Nice first move by Belgium. She gets it. Another quick basket there.
But she made the layup and she received the 2-pointers. This is 3-on-3 basketball. You have to keep moving. You can celebrate the point. You have to go on defense.
Yeah, as soon as you make the basket, you got to play defense. You're absolutely right about that.
Yeah, no transition. Just keep focused.
Lithuania in the green, up by 3, up by 4. Romania needing some baskets now. We're getting late down to the final minute. And they are trailing by 4. And this is going to be an easy layup for Alminiate. She has been making her presence known from the very first get-go. 13-8. Romania in the yellow. They're going to need a bunch of 2-point shots now. They need a turnover. That's a wild shot thrown up by Lithuania. Down to 41.7 seconds. Referees were not ready. They did not whistle the ball alive. Now they do.
Yeah, keep playing.
Yeah, you heard the shot clock go off, but the shot had already been made.
I have a rule. Only if the referee talks to you or tell you something, then you stop. If not, just keep playing.
Always, yep. Play to the whistle. Zippos with the shot. And it's a 1-point game with 12 seconds to go.
That's one of the most amazing things from 3-on-3 basketball. Maybe the Lithuanians thought that the game was over, but look, if they steal one ball, they are in the game.
And they're going to have another chance because there's 12 seconds on the clock. 9 seconds on the shot clock and a timeout called. So if they can stop Lithuania, they'll get the ball back with a little bit of time left. 13-12, all of a sudden, what looked like it was going to be an easy Lithuania win has become a 1-point ball game. There you see Alimonte with some blocks early on. She was a force early on. And then they kind of figured out a way to stop her. They shut her down for a while. But she has made a few baskets recently. With the left hand, nice shot.
And now, let's see how important is the team fouls as well. So, Romania is gonna foul. What they're gonna do?
They have time where they don't need to foul. If they can just play some good defense, they will get the ball back with some time left on the clock. So this is the first game. This is our third game. Our first game that's coming down to the final shot. 13-12, Lithuania over Romania. Now apparently some issues with the clock as the clock went to 0. And the referees holding a play while they get the shot clock and the game clock corrected. Less than 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. And a foul with 6.4 seconds to go.
This foul,
Very interesting. If you're going to foul,
I don't understand because she should foul before.
right?
If you are going to do it, just do it before.
Exactly. Instead, they let about 4 seconds go off the clock.
And the key of the game is the team fouls. Well, wait, because I always suppose that they score.
Well, it was the 7th team foul, so as a result, they get 2 free throws. They make 1. It's still a 1-possession game, so a 2-point shot would tie it.
They need a 2-pointer.
And here's the shot, and it's going to be long. No good. The follow-up is no good. In fact, the Lithuanian player, for some reason, shot the ball. That was very. You saw
She was
it.
laughing. She was
think
laughing like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
She was a little confused. Yeah, because you have to take the shot back out. It doesn't make a difference. The 2-point shot was missed. That was a little funny at the end, though. And Lithuania holds on, but just barely. They win the game 14-12.
And that's the typical game that you think you have everything under control, and in the end, 1-2 actions makes the difference, and you can lose a game that easy.
All right, so we have 3 games in the books, 3 games to go here in the afternoon session at the basketball arena at the European Games Park. We'll have our next game momentarily. It's the men, Estonia against Greece, coming up next.
Well done, that's the knockout round, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
introductions underway here at the basketball arena as we get set for game number 4 of this preliminary session. This time it's the men. Estonia taking on Greece. You see the Estonia players. The Greek players will be introduced in just a second. If you're just joining us, quick reminder on some of the rules that make 3-on-3 basketball very unique from the traditional 5-on-5 game. As you can see, the games are played on half courts with 1 basket. Each team made up of 4 players, 3 on the floor. One of them is a sub, and they can substitute at any time during a dead ball. The game starts with a coin flip, and the winner of the coin flip can decide whether to start the game with the possession or start overtime with the possession. And typically, they would like to start the overtime with the possession. And why would that be?
Well, not a lot of teams are aware of this. We heard yesterday from the Spanish national coach that they were doing this, but not so many teams. And the reason is because the overtime, you just need to score 2 points to win. So it's better to keep the ball in overtime than during the game, because you're going to play around 80-85 possessions a game. So if you score the first one, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, very interesting. So when we have an overtime, the overtime goes by in a second because you just need to score 2 points in overtime and you've won the game. So 1 shot from beyond the 2-point arc and the game's over. So you can see the advantage of having the ball first in the overtime. So you see the arc. It's typically a 3-point arc in the full court game. It's a 2-point arc in the half court 3-on-3 game. And so any shot from beyond the arc is worth 2 points. From within the arc, it's worth 1 point. And the shot clock is a 12-second shot clock.
Which makes the game so fast and so interesting.
Estonia and Greece from Pool C. In the men's draw, Italy and Serbia are the 2 other teams in that same pool. Greece, Papantonio, Riatos, Bolgris, Kasolakis, those are the 4 players for Greece. Estonia, you've got Dorbek, Lindmets, Oja, and Radla. Those are the 4 players for Estonia.
And Bogris is a big guy, 2'10", not bad.
2.10 meters.
That's right.
6'11". And the first shot, nothing but air. And we are underway. It's Greece and Estonia. We saw the Greece women earlier. They beat the Netherlands 13-8 in their first game. Two-point shot is good. And Greece gets on the board first. Estonia with the shot underneath.
We can see the difference between men and women. Men, they play more physically.
Greece in the blue, Estonia in the white. And that ball knocked out of bounds. Kasolakis could not keep control. Turnover to Estonia. You can see half the court in shadows now. Sun does play a factor in the outdoor game here. As Dorbek hits the two-point shot, we're tied at 3. You're not only contending with your opponent, but you have to go up against the wind and the sun.
Oh, and that was really good.
Kasolakis with a turnaround jumper for 3 Greece. And a foul on the play. I believe it was before the shot by Papantonio.
Or maybe the player who was rolling the screen.
Or actually, that was Lindmetz with the shot. Lindmetz now underneath, makes the basket and gets the shot. And the foul, I should say.
And he makes some space with his body, just leaning back. So we're gonna see. That's a good thing to do when you're playing inside.
He cannot complete the two-point play as he misses the free throw. 5-4, Estonia leads. Nice move by Papantonio, tied at 5. Greece finishing 4th at the 2014 3-on-3 European Championships. Estonia finished 10th in that same tournament. 3-on-3 basketball is really gaining popularity in Estonia. They have a lot of major 3-on-3 tournaments there, and that has helped the popularity of the game in that country. Six now, we're all even.
Oh, and that was really good. Just taking the ball so fast and put it in.
That was Papantonio with the two-point shot. Battling underneath is Lindmetz. He lays it in for the basket. 8-7. Greece leads. Georgios Greece, the 6'11" player. Not in the game right now, he's on the bench. Actually, I take it back, he's right under the basket there. And he just knocked the ball away for the steal. Turnover by Estonia.
And at the moment, both defense are better than the offense, especially in low post. They are controlling the offensive players, both teams.
Approaching 7 minutes in the ball game. Shot taking by Papantonio. No good.
It's difficult to score when you have to play that fast. That's why teams, they have averaged like 3-4 two-pointers a game, except Serbia.
Some of the players talking about how this game does take a lot of energy to play, but you have the fans and the spectators right on top of you. And a lot of them say that that's what gives them a second wind, and they don't want to not play hard with the fans right there. A two-point shot off the backboard. That was Kasselakis. And now it's 10-7 Greece. A three-point lead with 6.5 minutes to go. Ojia down low. He is a big man.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna see this so often.
And that's actually that's Rayados. Gregorios Rayados, 6'7", 2.0 meters in height, 29 years old. Can you imagine having to move him out from underneath the basket?
Yeah, Bogris and Rayatos, they are playing both the same game. Putting the ball inside and just push the defender and try to score.
Lindmetz threw it up trying to get the basket and the foul. He did not get the basket, but he did draw the foul from Rayados. That's like a freight train coming at you right there. Lindmetz with the free throw, it's good. 2-point game, now it's 10-8. Again, you hear the music in the background, one of the unique features of 3-on-3 basketball. It's hip, it's cool, it's like a party. It's like a party and a basketball game breaks out.
And that's why the referees, they want to keep the party going and talk to the players to avoid something dangerous, we would say.
Keep it clean, keep the game moving, keep it flowing. It's going to be a wide open shot for two, no good. But a foul away from the ball.
Yeah, the Greeks were working well on the defensive rebound.
Our fifth and next game coming up, it's going to be the ladies, Switzerland against Azerbaijan. And a lot of these fans will make a lot of noise for the host nation, Azerbaijan. Ryados gets tied up underneath by Rodla.
And we are watching this all the time. Two post players playing clearly inside, and one in the high post just putting the ball down and trying to make foul after foul after foul.
Belgris makes the free throw. 11-8 Greece. Belgris, he plays professionally in Europe, plays for Spain's one of Spain's top flight division teams.
In Andorra, right?
Two-point shot, no good by Estonia. Approaching the halfway point of this game.
Oh, that was so powerful, Rayatos. And look at that. That's a proof that you need strength inside.
Norbert with a two-point shot for Estonia. It's a two-point game, 12-10. Greece leading with 5 minutes to go.
Two different styles of playing this 3-on-3 basketball, both teams.
The shot by Kasalakis, are they going to count it?
No, the referee is saying
Not in time. The
Yeah.
12-second shot clock went off before the ball left his hands. Down to 3 seconds on the shot clock.
and I think the foul was before this fight, trying to grab the rebound.
A break there for Estonia, because you're right, the shot would not have been in time, but they drew the foul.
One more time, Greek being more powerful in the rebound.
A lot of bumping going on in this game.
The Estonians, they're trying to play more the one-on-one, face-to-face. And Greek, especially when Bogris and Rayatos are on the court, they're gonna use their weight.
Yeah, when you have Bogris and Ryatos on the court at the same time, you've got a lot of size out there. Both height and width. A little girth, if you will. Turnover and a steal by Estonia. Chance to tie the game now, down by 2. They kick it out. This is a tying shot. In and out. Rebounded Estonia, but a foul.
And it was like a good job from Oja. He was already getting ready for the rebound, so he anticipated. That's why he grabbed the rebound. Well done.
Free throw here could make it a 1-point game, and it does. 12-11 now. Greece leading 4-10 and counting. Three-second violation underneath. Called against Greece. Estonia now with the basketball. They've missed a few layups in the ball game. Looking to go down low to Ryados. Ryados with his back against the basket. And they're going to call a foul on Estonia. They say Ryados was pushed. Now, how do you push that guy over?
The Estonians were complaining, but
I'd be complaining too. That's like, come on, you can't push him over. He's too big. Two-point shot is good by Papantonio.
that's a good way to play.
– 3 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. They kick it outside. And the drive. Basket's no good.
Estonia needs to score some layups and some two-pointers if they want to keep in the game.
Ralgia had to force the shot. Time was running down on the 12-second shot clock. Still anybody's ball game, 14-11, although Greece has had the lead from the very beginning.
It's a pity they don't need to do more turnovers. But as I said, it's a face-to-face game against a low post game inside.
A steal by Estonia. This is Dorbit. Throws it outside, and that one's off the backboard and in. A 2-point shot made by Yoja. 28-year-old nails it from 2 points. And now Kasoulakis.
Oh, that was big. That was big.
That makes it a 3-point ball game as the 25-year-old Leonidas Kasoulakis put it in. 16-13.
Nice fadeaway. Greek, they are really being good the right time.
Papatonio with the shot. And Greece has found their shooting touch right now. Well, Greece could not get that one to drop. And now Estonia with an air ball. Next shot hits off the side of the backboard. It's getting late now for Estonia. Down by 4, 1:50 to go. Again, they will play every other team in their pool and then 3 other games before the tournament begins in a couple days. All 16 men's teams and all 16 women's teams will play in the tournament. These preliminary games are basically to decide the seedings for the tournament.
So ladies and gentlemen, can you make some noise? We need some
And Greek is only 2. They need 2 two-pointers to close the game. Remember that if you get to 21, you win the game. You don't need to play the 10 minutes.
It's a good point, and we've already seen one game that did not go the distance as Russia beat Belgium 21-12. There was only a few seconds left in that ball game anyway, but Russia hit the 2-point shot with about 5 seconds left, and that ended the game. Greece has it. Papatonio. Kasoulakis, no good. Greece underneath. He puts it in.
So important. Another offensive rebound.
Yeah, the Greeks controlling the boards right now. That's in and out. Greece has it. Papatonio. He'll take the shot. No good. In and out. 18-13, down to a minute to go in the ball game. Dorbit will throw it up. No good. 18-13, Greece over Estonia.
Players are a little bit tired. We're going to see more errors from the shoot. And as, if I say that, they're going to score.
We keep seeing Lindmets, when he hits that 2-point shot, he likes to use that backboard. 18-15. This thing's not over yet, but Estonia needs to get some rebounds. And now we have a foul on the play. Down to 16 seconds. Still not over. It's only a 3-point ball game. The ladies from Switzerland and Azerbaijan waiting nearby. They're in the wings.
And Greece is going to have 2 shots. So so important to defend without fouls, because now if the Estonians wanted to come back with this rule, it's going to be almost impossible.
Yep. Every foul at this point, the other team will get 2 shots. Still a 2-possession game, though. 19-15. Not really sure why they're going for 1. Last couple seconds of the ball game, and it's over. So Greece holds on. They win it over Estonia. It's been a good day for the Greeks, both the men and the women, winning their first game here in the preliminary round.
And it's so good for us to, for the scouting. We are knowing the teams, and Greek show us so clear what they have in the team, how they're going to play. They have a lot of weight inside, and they need good pass and better footwork inside. That's what they're going to do. And Estonia is going to play from the outside, so they need to score more 2-pointers, increase their shooting percentage if they want to do something.
You mentioned Riganos and Bogris underneath, the big guys, but Papantonio and Kasoulakis showed they can shoot from outside as well. So from what I've seen so far of all the teams, Greece seems to be the most rounded teams that we've seen so far. But it's very early, plenty of basketball to be played here in Baku. As we look at some of the highlights from the 1916 win by Greece over Estonia.
Not bad, not bad.
Coming up next, it's going to be the women, Switzerland and Azerbaijan. From the basketball arena here at the 2015 European Games in Baku. So the Swiss and the local host nation, Azerbaijan, coming up next in women's 3-on-3 basketball. Stick around. That is coming up momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to meet the teams from Switzerland and Azerbaijan.
Hanımlar ve canablar, zahmet olmasa İsveç'te komandasını karşılayan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the players from Switzerland.
8 numaralı oyuncu.
Number 8, Sarah Kershaw.
9 numaralı oyuncu.
Number 9, Marielle Giroux.
10 numaralı oyuncu.
Number 10, Alessia Roll.
Ve 11 numaralı oyuncu.
And with number 11, Dorothy Studer.
Şimdi ise oyunun hakimlerini karşılayan.
Please welcome the referees.
So now the
for this
introductions
game.
of the players and referees for the 5th game of the session. There will be one more game, a men's game, between Lithuania and Romania next. Then they'll take a break before the evening session.
Oyuncularını karşılayan.
All right, you hear the applause and the cheers for the host nation, Azerbaijan.
The players from Azerbaijan. Number 7,
7 numaralı oyuncu Tatyana Deniskina.
Tatiana Deniskina from Russia, playing for the Azerbaijan team.
number 13,
13 numaralı oyuncu Annika Henry.
A couple WNBA professional players
5 numaralı
are on the roster for Azerbaijan. You just saw Anika Henry. She's from Jamaica, plays in the WNBA, and you can see how tall she is at 1.91 meters or 6'3" in height.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The
we would also like to
player to her
acknowledge
left,
our
Tiffany
international
Hayes,
technical officials for this game.
has also played in the WNBA. In fact, both Henry and Hayes played for the same team, the Atlanta Dream, in the Women's National Basketball Association in the United States.
And if you are impressed by Henry, have to say that she's not even a starter in the team, because Sancho Little and Erika da Souza, that for me is the best couple from I would say the WNBA all times. They are playing a lot of minutes, and she's really an amazing player, Henry, and she's coming from the bench. So imagine how powerful they are.
These two teams in Pool A or Group A of the women's draw. Azerbaijan and Switzerland, the other two teams in Group A, Greece and the Netherlands. So for Azerbaijan, it's Deniskina, Yulnia Nova, Henry and Hayes. For Switzerland, Sarah Kershaw, Marielle Giraud, Alexa Roll, and Dorothy Studer.
And we already know the first result from the Pool A. Greek beat Netherlands 13-8. So these two teams, they know already how the other two play.
Yeah, they've had a look and already been able to scout them. Deniskina for Azerbaijan, ranked number 9 in the FIBA individual 3-on-3 world rankings. So the 9th best player in the world when it comes to the women and the 3-on-3 game. Azerbaijan, of course, qualifying here in Baku as the host nation. Rebound underneath by Henry. She's playing strong under the basket.
But she's going to receive a lot of fouls.
Again, Hayes and Henry, both WNBA players. So a lot of experience on this Azerbaijan team. Switzerland finishing 6th in the World Championships last year and 8th in the European Championships. As we wait for our first basket here.
And as you can see, Switzerland, they play with a lot of mobility. They are so active, and this is one of their keys, one of their characteristics of the game. And we're gonna see this so often. And I assume they are gonna make a lot of substitutions in order to keep the play that high.
You'll notice the shadows now have pretty much covered the entire half court. A little bit of sun down near the basket.
Yeah, some of the players yesterday, when they were practicing, they were saying that to attack facing the sun is kind of difficult. But you're playing outdoor, you have to adjust to all the conditions.
I'm waiting to see our first player wearing sunglasses. That's what I want to see.
That's right. In beach volleyball, they do all the time, but here, I guess because a lot of elbows flying, maybe it's risky.
Foul underneath called against Tiffany Hayes of Azerbaijan. We've played 1 minute and 8 seconds, still waiting for our first basket of the ball game. And we have it. Giraud, 27-year-old playing for Switzerland, has it. It's 1-0 the Swiss.
Good work.
Anika Henry, and we're even. Not sure why Giraud there didn't lay the ball in before her opponent got to her. She had plenty of time, I thought. She could have put up a little runner, but instead held on to the ball. It's got to be a big advantage for Azerbaijan to have two players that play together professionally overseas, as they know the tendencies for each player. They know each other very well.
But I think Switzerland as well, they know each other and they play more as a team, like the 4 players. So it's another of their strongest points. So let's see.
Henry with the rebound, out to Hayes, back to Henry. And a foul underneath.
And as I said, in defense, the Swiss, they are really, really active. They need to.
You can see the Azerbaijan team with the size advantage over Switzerland. Switzerland with nobody over 6 feet in height. In fact, Marielle Giroud is the highest or the tallest player. She's 1.8 meters tall, 5'11".
So they go for versatility instead of the small and tall players.
Nice drive to the basket by Switzerland there. Looked like might have been a little bit of an elbow by Henry. Offensive foul called against Azerbaijan.
Yes, when she was turning, she just, we're gonna see.
Yeah, the elbow into the chest.
Without so much intention because it was stick to the body, but she pushes.
Sarah Kershaw showing just how tough she is. Misses that layup. And the rebound by Azerbaijan.
Oh, that's
Hayes.
what I like to see. She's so fast.
Hayes into traffic and a foul called on the play. 2-1, the Swiss leading the host nation right now. That foul is going to be called against Marielle Giroud. Or check it, it was an offensive foul called against Henry.
Oh, nice move, Giroud, making some space with her body. She knows what she's doing. And in front, she had Henry. So it was tough to do what she did. They are brave. And as I said before, they know what they're doing. They've been playing together. And it's so specific to play 3-on-3.
Yeah, 3-on-3 is a much different game than the 5-on-5 version. And again, the men and the women here, and a 2-point shot made by Sarah Kershaw. 5-1 Switzerland. No coaches on the sidelines here on 3-on-3 basketball. They're in the stands, and they're, of course, with the players during practice, but during the games, no coaches allowed. The players call the plays, they call their own timeouts. 3-on-3 basketball really empowers the players. And a basket by Ulinova. 5-2, Switzerland.
Shot clock violation. Good defense from Hayes. But I like Giroud. She plays really one-on-one. And she has a good idea of what this game is.
12-second shot clock. Little scoop is no good. Ball controlled by Switzerland. Giroud. Studer.
Oh, that was good.
And that's Alexa Roll. And Roll makes it 6-2. Azerbaijan comes right back. Henry underneath. And Roll drawing the foul.
And this team, Switzerland, reminds me a little bit of Russia, the men team, because they keep working, they never stop, they move from one side to another, and that's one of the keys of the 3-on-3 basketball. And you can see in Azerbaijan team that they are maybe more used to the 5-on-5, because as you said, it's two different sports, and you need to understand, because 3-on-3 is, if you're not clever, you can play the game.
Hayes is out of the ball game for Azerbaijan. Deniskina is in. 2-point shot, no good by Switzerland. Azerbaijan takes over. 6-3, 5 minutes, 43 seconds to go. Deniskina down low. Now they kick it outside. And the bucket is good by Ulinova. First 2-point shot made by Azerbaijan. It's 6-4.
They built up really well the play, but 1 second later, Switzerland was building their own.
You can see on the scoreboard in the top left-hand corner, 4 fouls to 3 in the game. Remember, once you get to 7, it's automatic free throws from that point forward. And the lay-in by Switzerland after the steal. Down low, nice pass to Ulinova.
Good defense as well.
In and out. Deniskina with the 2-point try. Not sure why she rushed that shot. 8-5, Switzerland leads. And now a 2-point try, no good. And they're going to say it's Azerbaijan basketball.
Out of bounds.
But still the activity. A player shooting the ball and just going straight to try to grab the rebound. You don't have time to rest in this sport.
No, you really can't sit there and admire your shots. You either need to go after the rebound or get ready to play defense. Shot missed by Roll. Kicks it out to Studer. No good. Right now, Switzerland with less size, but they're winning the war of rebounds. And a point there on the layup.
Well, they are not winning the ones that they are near the hoop, but the ones that they go long, they all go for Switzerland. Why? Because they are moving. That's the secret. Azerbaijan is higher, so near the hoop, everything is going to be blue. But outside, it's white.
Turnover. Switzerland with it. Blocked by Henry, but not before she committed the foul.
15 foul. Azerbaijan.
And you hear the announcer, 5th team foul on Azerbaijan. So a couple more to go before Switzerland's in the bonus. Free throw is good. 10-5, Switzerland leading. Block there. Nice follow-up by Deniskina. And she gets a foul on her.
Tatiana Deniskina.
Alexia Roll called for the foul, so Deniskina will shoot from the charity stripe. 10-5, Switzerland leads. Azerbaijan's going to have to make their free throws. A little bit of a surprise right now that Azerbaijan's trailing by 5. If you just go by what you see on paper as far as the size of the players and professional experience, you would think Azerbaijan would perform a little bit better here.
But as I said before, 3-on-3 basketball is a completely different thing.
You may hear the announcer calling number 15 for Azerbaijan, Renara Hayes, but she actually prefers to go by her middle name, Tiffany Hayes, so we'll make her happy. A steal and a basket by Azerbaijan. 10-7 now.
There's a mismatch. No, she doesn't decide to play.
2-point shot is well short. And you're right about the speed, and because I noticed after that shot, Anika Henry kind of standing around, and by the time she reacted to get that rebound, she couldn't quite get to it, and she knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, the difference is just this transition. When you play the 5-on-5, you have this little second to rest and think, okay, I'm going to defend or I'm going to be in offense. But here, it's completely different. You have to keep moving and moving into the right position to either defend or attack.
Some of the highlights from the game so far. Preliminary round action here, 3-on-3 basketball.
And we could see here the Spanish team enjoying as well. I'm sure that they are scouting, but 3-on-3 basketball is about freedom and happiness. That's why they are enjoying the game as well.
The Swiss lead by 3, under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Azerbaijan, good defense. Down low and an easy basket for Henry. Tallest player on the floor right now. 10-8, and the pass is thrown away. Azerbaijan will take over. And a chance to tie the game with a 2-point shot, 10-8. Coming up next, it's going to be the men, Lithuania and Romania. That is our 6th and final game of this afternoon session. We've seen a couple players slip out there on the court. Underneath the Henry again, and she's starting to find some space. Back-to-back baskets for Annika Henry.
You could see that the defensive effort from the Swiss, it's decreasing. So now I think it's time for Henry to show what she has.
Well, she just got that last rebound. And now a 2-point shot, no good. Hayes had to throw it up because the 12-second clock was about to expire. And a foul and a basket for Switzerland.
Kershaw, the basket counts plus the foul.
Sarah Kershaw with the point.
Penalty up next.
And now she'll take a free throw as Yulia Nova fouled her underneath. She cannot make it a 2-point play, but she does get the rebound. That may only be a 1-point shot. Her foot was on the line. A couple missed shots now by both sides. Down to 1:15 in the ball game.
Oh, and that's so important, this 2-pointer.
That makes it a 4-point ball game, and Azerbaijan's running out of time. Little reverse layup by Henry, 13-10. Azerbaijan needs to make a run, and it's kicked out of bounds by Switzerland.
The idea was good because they were moving. It was a nice cut, but when you have to pass that fast, sometimes you are not precise, and it was a turnover.
Hayes with the basketball, trying to get it to Henry down low. Now a 2-point shot, no good by Deniskina. 2-pointer by Switzerland, no good.
Oh, good.
And good hustle by the Swiss.
That's right.
That's been the difference. You've pointed that out from the very beginning. Studer kicks it out. 2-point shot is good. Kershaw. That may have put the nail in the coffin for the Swiss. A layup underneath. It's 15-11. But Azerbaijan's going to run out of time. Down to 10 seconds. 15-11. Switzerland is going to win their first preliminary game. Ball is thrown up before the shot clock went off, but at this point, Switzerland not looking for the basket. They just wanted to use as much time as possible.
That was the strategy. And Studer, she celebrates because she's been the key of the game with the last two-pointers.
There should be about 1.82 seconds left. For some reason, they started the game clock before the referee gave the ball to Azerbaijan. So about 2 seconds left. I mean, it's over anyway. And that's it. Referee blows the whistle. They were keeping the time on the court. And you can see the celebration by Switzerland. They beat Azerbaijan in their preliminary game. Azerbaijan will play 2 games tomorrow. They'll play the Netherlands and Greece. Switzerland has 1 more game today. They take on Greece tonight, and then they play the Netherlands tomorrow. So not a good start for Azerbaijan as they lose here to the Swiss. Final score 15-11.
We're having a great time here.
And Switzerland, this game is the most difficult game of the pool for them, and they really perform well. So it's one of the teams that we have to pay attention because they play a really good 3-on-3 basketball.
Very impressive performance by Switzerland. As we talked about, on paper, you would think Azerbaijan would win, but as you keep pointing out, 3-on-3 basketball, it's such a different game from the 5-on-5 version. And in this case, the better team was Switzerland. Some of the highlights, you can just see how quick they are.
So will everybody, Azerbaijan!
Henry was a force down low for Azerbaijan, but she couldn't do it all herself. The Swiss team a little bit more well-rounded.
Yeah, if you want to play by yourself, this is not the best place to do it. You need to build up a team, and everybody needs to play together, and you need a lot of coordination, and you need to keep moving all the time.
One-on-one basketball, I'll take Henry every time. 3-on-3 basketball, not so much. So the Swiss, they celebrate a 4-point victory, 15-11. Coming up next, it's the men. Lithuania against Romania. That game will start momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to meet the teams from Lithuania and Romania.
Hanımlar ve canablar, İndise Litva komandasını karşılarım.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the players from Lithuania.
6 numaralı oyuncu.
Number 6, Ovidius Varanauskas.
10 numaralı oyuncu.
Number 10, Gedrius Marchukaitis.
11 numaralı oyuncu.
Number 11, Vitali Lukša.
Ve 12 numaralı oyuncu.
And with number 12, Darius Tarvidas. Once again, let's give it up for Lithuania.
İndise oyunun hakimlerini karşılayın.
The introductions are underway for these two teams, Lithuania and Romania, both playing out of Group A.
From Switzerland.
And both of these teams pretty good size, each team averaging 1.99 meters or 6'6" per player.
Welcome the players from
They range from, for Romania, 6'4" to 6'9", and for Lithuania, 6'2" to 6'9". Both are in Group A, alongside Israel and Slovenia. Lithuania won bronze at the 2014 3-on-3 European Championships, and they finished 4th, just out of the medals, at the 2014 3-on-3 World Championships. So Lithuania, a very dangerous team. Romania, though, they're pretty good themselves. They won the 3-on-3 European Championship this past year and finished 8th in the World Championship for 3-on-3 basketball. And a gentleman that you mentioned earlier, Angel Santana, ranked number 5 in the world behind those 4 Serbians by FIBA's individual ranking system, so he is considered the 5th best player in the world in 3-on-3 basketball.
And if with the 5th is not enough, Romania has the 6th, because Baku is the 6th player, best player in the ranking for 3-on-3 basketball.
So Romania is stacked here. They got the number 5 and number 6 ranked players. Angel Santana and Catalin Vlaicu.
And definitely this is the game of the day. Both teams are one of the best. That could be perfectly one of the semifinals right here. So I think today they're gonna warm up a little bit. They're gonna see how the other team is performing, and it's gonna give us an idea of what they can do.
All right, so Romania and Lithuania are underway.
Rejected by number 11, Vitaly
Lithuania
Luksa.
in the white jerseys and green shorts. Romania in the blue with the red and yellow trim. Sixth and final game of the afternoon session here at the basketball arena in Baku. We'll take about 30, 45 minute break, and then the next session will begin, and we'll have another 6
First
games
team
for you.
foul, Lithuania. Angel Santana, 1 shot.
Lithuania called for a foul, and Romania will take the free throw. Here's Angel Santana. That shot no good, rebounded by Lithuania. 2 medal contenders going at it here in the preliminary stage. That shot well wide. Both teams a little cold starting this game.
But we could see something interesting. They're gonna play a lot of one-on-one, and the rest of the players out of their way, just to make some space in the middle.
Down low, basket is good by Vlaicu.
And the referees, they are talking about the no charge semicircle, and you can defend this position when the other team grabs the ball and they start the attack. If not, they're gonna call technical foul.
Rebound fought for, eventually won by Lithuania. Vlaicu fighting for the rebound, but gave it right back. Lithuania ties the game. We're a minute in, tied at 1. Down low, it was Luksa.
First team foul, Romania.
He was backed up against Popescu, and he was able to draw the foul. 29 years old. Luksa, 2.05 meters in height, 6'9". Romania for 2.
Point field goal.
Popescu.
Popescu.
36-year-old drains a 2-pointer. 3-2, Romania.
And yesterday he was saying that he was so emotional that he need to keep focus on the game and control his emotions in order to perform at his best. For sure he's going to do this here in Baku.
The shot by Lithuania waved off. It came after the 12-point shot clock expired. Romania still up by 1.
Lithuania. Bogdan Popescu, 1 shot.
By the way, each team granted 1 timeout per game. And the game ball, even though we're watching the men, the game ball a little smaller than the typical game ball used in 5-on-5 basketball by the men.
Yeah, the size is 6 and the weight is 6 as well. But next week they're gonna, Wilson is going to make or to presentate the new ball, and it's gonna be size 6 but weight 7.
Darius Tarvidas, 2 shots.
You see Romania working the ball down low to Vlaicu. 5-3, the Romanians lead Lithuania at the free throw line. I've been surprised by the number of free throws that have been missed in the games we've seen today. As often as everybody gets to the free throw line, it's such a crucial part of the game. I'd say maybe 50% of the free throws have been made from the games that we've been watching. Turnaround jumper, no good by Popescu. And a whistle. Lithuania with a chance to tie the game. They're down by 1. Remember, shots within the arc are 1 point. Shots from outside the arc worth 2. That one rolls off the rim. And Romania has it now. Lithuania with the steal, but they threw it away.
Romania's ball.
It looked like Varanoskis was preparing to rebound a ball. He thought his teammate was going to shoot. Instead, the pass came his way, and he wasn't looking.
Oh, that was good move inside the paint, making some space. Baku.
Baku, the number 6 ranked player on 3-on-3 basketball, and a 2-pointer. Tarvidas for 2, and we're tied.
Out of bounds. Romania's ball.
I like this PA announcer here at the basketball arena. He's into the game, doing a good job explaining it to the fans. 6-6, 7 minutes to go. That shot will count. It was before the 12-second shot clock went off. Popescu looked like got an elbow in the head, and he's down on the ground. Varanauskas with the elbow to the head of Popescu.
These things happen. It's a lot of strength. This is a contact sport. He has to keep focus in his job now.
Third team foul, Lithuania.
And we see more substitutions in the game. Both teams, they want to keep it in a high level.
Romania trying a 2-pointer, no good. Lithuania rebounding. Luxa down low. Good defense by the Romanians. 2-point shot, no good. They had to fire it up. They were running out of time. Here's Baku. And a foul call before he passed it off to Popescu.
Fourth team foul, Lithuania.
And Baku is a good player, low post. He knows how to use his body, and he knows how to assist as well. No matter what, he's the 6th in the ranking.
Romania with the lead and the basketball. Santana could not get the shot off, but he drew the foul.
And we start to see how Romania is going to play. They are not these kind of fast teams. They like to play more inside. Maybe less spectacular than other teams, but they are effective. And Santana and Baku, they were playing well their options inside the paint.
Santana, one of the older players here in the tournament, 38 years old. He missed the free throw. Romania got the rebound, but a foul called underneath. And so the ball's going to be turned over to Lithuania. They've got some age on the Romanian players. I mean, Santana's 38. Crescion is 35. Popescu is 36. Foul called against Lithuania.
And one more time, playing inside. Popescu making some space with the elbow. Referees could call or not that, but he's using good his body. And one more time, Romania making the difference inside the paint.
Tarvidas got called for the foul, but keep in mind, they don't keep track of individual fouls in 3-on-3 basketball. It's just team fouls.
And it's so important because at the end of the game, if you have 7 fouls, you're going to be punished with 2 free throws instead of 1.
Varanauskas.
Varanauskas driving to the basket with the bucket for Lithuania. Tight ball game, 8-7. Romania leads. 2 medal contenders going at it here out of Pool A. Preliminary round action of the 3-on-3 basketball at the 2015 European Games.
And that was nice.
15 foul.
That
Romania.
layup that Varanauskas was trying to accomplish.
Number 2, Cristi Crăciun.
He's going to play a lot of one-on-one, facing the rim is their advantage, the Lithuanian advantage against the Romanians.
16 foul. Romania.
We spoke to Varanauskas yesterday.
Ovidius
He's very
Varanauskas.
confident about how Lithuania will do. He felt like this team has a lot of talent. And he believes they're just as strong a medal contender as anybody else.
After the technical foul.
Not quite as confident as Serbia. Serbia will tell you and everybody else that it's their goal to lose. I've never seen a team more confident than anywhere. Some people don't like that. I think it's kind of cool.
They sound to me like the Americans,
5 minutes and 37
like the
seconds
US
left in this
team.
game. Tied at 8.
Well, they're going to be receiving some big competition here in Baku, so we'll see. But Lithuania and Romania, 2 strong teams that may stand in their way. 8-8, 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the game. Popescu battling underneath, could not get the shot off, and now Lithuania with it. Shot was short, but the ball put in by Luxa. That was a shot that was turned into a pass. Luxa was able to bank it in for the point.
And that was amazing how Lithuania defend this possession. Each player was pressing the Romanian player in order to avoid any pass. That's why the time was running and they couldn't even shut the ball. That was impressive.
Romania calls a timeout, and you'll notice that there are no coaches again on the sidelines. Players call their own plays.
Players are happy.
Players, you think players like that?
I think so.
I also found some fans from Romania right here. So where are the fans from Romania?
Some of the highlights and baskets from this game.
And we didn't mention before that the technical foul was called, and it's 2 free throws and possession for the team.
Layup missed by Lithuania. Four seconds on the shot clock. 2 seconds. It'll count if it goes. 1 point. The 2-pointer was no good, but the ball hit the rim before the shot clock, so the rebound was allowed, and the rebound was put in for the point for Romania.
Yeah, Blasio did again a good job anticipating. He knew that he had to be ready to rebound.
Luxa misses the free throws again. A lot of free throws missed today.
And now they're going to have 2 free throws from now on, so they better score.
So Romania's already committed 7 fouls.
Yes.
So Every foul Romania commits from this point forward, Lithuania will get 2 shots. Romania drives, no good. Ball still alive, and it's taken by Lithuania. Varanauskis, no good. Popescu.
Oh, that was really good.
Baku.
Blaiku showing his skills in the paint.
Nice jump shot.
Ovidius Varanauska.
Every time Romania get closer,
And with
Lithuania
3 minutes and
respond with a
39
fast
seconds left,
shot.
Lithuania is up by 1.
And now it's the same for the Romanians. Lithuania got the 17th fault. So from now on, the last 3 minutes, we're going to see 2 free throws instead of 1.
Both teams in the bonus. You can see the frustration. Romania missing another free throw. That would have tied the game. Santana, though, will get a chance to tie it. He does. Even at 11, 3.5 minutes to go. Final game of the afternoon session here at the basketball arena in Baku. Popescu kicks it out for the 2-point shot, no good. Santana missing it. He struggled with his shot both in the field and from the free throw line. Layup no good by Romania. Wide open shot now, Lithuania, and that will not fall. Both sides having trouble putting the ball in the basket. Under 3 minutes to go.
Left, we have the score.
In 3-on-3 basketball, we see a lot of mistakes of shooting because everything goes faster. That's why looks like, oh, they can score. But no, if you are there and you see the speed, it's really, really difficult to be precise. That's why I said that more than 3-4 2-pointers you won't see in one game.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time to develop plays. I mean, you just got to go.
Yes, just straight to the basket.
Down to 2.5 minutes now. Romania clinging to a 1-point lead.
One more time, Blaiku playing.
Oh, he got it. Blaiku somehow was able to hook that shot in. 12-11 Romania. 29-year-old having a good game for the Romanians.
And I like Varanauskas as well. He plays really good, the one-on-one.
Varanauskis, open shot, missed it. And a foul called underneath. And they're going to call it against Blaiku, much to his dismay.
It's a big, big fight under the rim.
Could have gone either way, but yeah, it looked like he might have been over the back of the Lithuanian player, Tarvydas. So Tarvydas will get 2 free throws. At first, I wasn't crazy about the call, as was Blanco, but you see the replay and it was clear that he went over the back of Tarvydas.
And as you mentioned before, how important are the free throws?
It's amazing the number that have been missed. I keep repeating it, but they keep missing them.
Less than 2 minutes left.
This will be worth 2. Nope, doesn't go in. Luxa did a nice job to sidestep the opponent and create an open 2-pointer, but he missed the shot. 2 misses in a row underneath by Popescu. And that ball thrown away. Goes back to Romania.
It's difficult when you are getting hit one time and another, and to pass the ball and find the corner is not that easy than the 5-on-5 basketball. Just to put the spectators in situation.
Well, the good news for both teams, win or lose, all 16 men's teams will advance to the tournament. These preliminary games just decide the seedings. So you get to play, 2-3 games here to work on your game, get to know the opponent, get to refine your shots and so forth. But you still want to play well because you want to get a high seeding.
Yeah, you don't want to.
So it's not like you're not playing for anything, but if you don't play well, you still get a second chance in the tournament. 16 men's teams are here, 16 women's teams. You play 3 preliminary games, and then you begin the tournament. And you play the preliminary games against everybody in your pool. Lithuania and Romania in the same group as Israel and Slovenia.
Now after 4 free throws, Lithuania scored the first one, and just 1 point behind.
Lithuania, penalty. Katalin Vlaicu, 2 shots.
Romania is going to go back to the free throw line. Let's see if Vlaicu can make some of these. Up by 1. These are some big free throws. It's amazing. I know wind plays a little bit of havoc, not so much on the center court as it does on the outside court.
Yeah, but playing outdoor definitely is a factor. It's not like you're playing indoor. And these players,
Wow.
they are talented, but it has to be a reason.
They haven't had a whole lot of time to really practice and here on site.
Katalin Vlaicu.
Vlaicu with the layup, 14-13 Romania down to the final 45 seconds. Lithuania responds. Tarvidas. 14 all. 36 seconds and counting. Looked like Popescu might have traveled, no call. And now we have a whistle. Shot violation.
Lithuania at the score, 14-14.
14 all.
32 seconds left.
Yeah, they called timeout.
It's going to come down to the final 32 seconds. Remember, 3-on-3 basketball, if they are tied after the 10 minutes of play, they go to overtime, and the first team to score 2 points in overtime wins.
We're gonna go. Hey!
And we already have
And you sing
now
oh.
like 3 possessions at
Hey!
least,
Oh.
so it make it interesting.
The International Basketball Federation, FIBA, has really embraced this 3-on-3 game with the aim of promoting and uniting and developing the game of basketball. And they are hoping to get this into the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. Romania with the ball. We are even at 14. Down to the final 20 seconds. 5 on the shot clock. 2-point shot. No good. Santana has struggled mightily in this game.
Out of bounds, Romania ball.
As we take a look at the 38-year-old Santana, he has struggled with his shot, but a couple huge opportunities coming up now. Final 10 seconds. Fresh shot clock. That's blocked, out of bounds. Romania will keep control.
Rejected by Vitaly Lukshan.
And remember that you don't take the ball from the side, you have to go to the check ball. You might think that you will be closer to the rim, but everything starts.
Now, there's a little confusion because Lithuania wants to know why was the shot clock turned off. I believe the shot clock was at 6 seconds, and they should restart or put the shot clock back at 6 seconds. Well, there's only 5 seconds left, so but the shot clock was less than that. Okay, so they've configured it 6 seconds on the game clock, 5 on the shot clock. That's what I saw earlier, and then they turned it off. Shot no good. And the clock has expired, and we're going to go to overtime.
This is the first overtime in the competition.
That's right. And to remind you of the rule, in overtime, the first team to score 2 points wins, so it could be one shot, and the game's over.
Yeah, and remember that the team who won the toss,
Coin toss?
the coin toss, we don't. In this case, we don't know who won, but you can decide if you have the ball now.
Well, you've talked to some coaches, and they believe that if they win the coin toss, you can decide either to take the ball to start the game or take the ball first if it goes to overtime. And some of the coaches you've talked to believe it's better strategy to let the other team start the game with the ball, and if it goes to overtime, you get the ball first.
Yes.
Because as we've talked about, the game could end with one shot.
But what I mean is that because I don't know in this game exactly what happened.
Right. So Lithuania looks like they're going to get the ball first. Now, we don't know if they won the coin toss and decided they wanted it first for overtime, or if Romania won the coin toss and they said, hey, we'll start the game with the ball. We don't know which way it went, but either way, it will be Lithuania starting the overtime with the ball. So no time on the clock. It's just the first to 2 points. And there's one by Lithuania. Let's see if Romania tries a 2-point shot.
I think Romania left them to score the first one. So both the strategy were to score 1 point.
Next basket wins the ball game. 15 all.
Now you have to
Varanauskas.
defend.
Varanauskas for the win. No.
And how important is the rebound?
Another shot. No good. Wild shot thrown up. They are battling. Romania with the ball now, looking for the win. And no good. Baku could not get it to drop. Lithuania. Air ball.
Out of bounds, Romania's ball. So the first team to score
Varanauskas was
wins
asking
the
for
game.
a
Both
foul,
teams scored once
but
in the overtime, the first team to score
it wasn't.
wins the game.
And it's been a little bit of rush, little bit of confusion. Not too much thinking.
All right, Tarvidas asking his teammates to clear out. He's going to go one-on-one. Tarvidas for the win. No good. Rebound Romania. Santana. That's a wild shot. Varanauskas. Top of the key. He'll take it from the free throw line, and he'll win it for Lithuania.
Little bit surprising the way they play this time over, because this overtime, little bit in a rush.
Kind of sloppy.
Yeah.
Not the best played, but first overtime that we've seen here in Baku. First overtime, obviously, for these two teams. But Lithuania wins it. Varanauskas hits the jump shot from the free throw line, and they win the preliminary round by 1 point.
Lithuania wins against Romania at the Baku 2015 European Games.
That's the end of the first session, with Lithuania taking a 16-15 decision over Romania. We'll take a break, and coming up later on this evening, it'll be the evening session. 6 more games coming your way from the 3-on-3 basketball arena here in Baku. Again, the final score, 16-15 Lithuania.